Yo, hey, so I just played my week 3 game, and it was a pretty good one. I was playing against Narth in the Scarborough Raptors. It was a fun game. So he has Garchomp, Finny, Reuniclus, Halucha, Scizor, Silvally, Seismitoad, Rotom, Linoon, Houndoom, and Leafeon. So looking at his team, I'm like, Tapu Fini absolutely fucks me. And yeah, Linoon can sort of sweep, but I just can't let that thing set up. Garchomp's a threat, because Garchomp is never not a threat. Scizor is possible. Halucha could be bad if it gets Swords Danced up. Seismitoad is a great stop to my offensive mons. Houndoom is a huge threat just because nothing on my team really wants to take it. So, yeah, this is my team. It's a pretty cool team. So, yeah, it's just looking like a scary team. We're pretty evenly matched, I'd say. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, the first thing I saw on his team was I want to lead Zoroark. First turn, no matter what, unless he led Garchomp, my turn was just turn 1 Nasty Plot. See what happens. So Nasty Plot up. I lied. I'm not in the commentary. I'm the team builder. So yeah, my team. Ugh. So yeah, I'm just being like, okay, no matter what happens, turn 1 Nasty Plot with Zoroark. Gonna lead with this. Gonna disguise his main trick. See how it goes. Maybe cause a good switch. I don't know. HP Ice for the Lucha and the Garchomp. Sludge Bomb for Finny, and then stuff that resists Dark. And then Dark Pulse for Stab. If you look at his team, like, it's just really good for putting a huge hole in his team. And yeah. So after that, I have my Trick, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Flamethrower. That should look pretty familiar. So this exactly outspeeds Halucha, so that's nice. It just fucks his team, honestly. The only thing that really wants to take a hit is Seismitoad and Rotom. But like, and Reuniclus, I guess, but Rotom's not a fucking threat. So it's just pretty much Reuniclus and Seismitoad. So yeah, just gotta watch out for those. Next, I got Hippowdon, Earthquake, Ice Fang, Slack Off, and Roar. And so, basically this is to take hits mostly from Reuniclus, Mega Houndoom, and Linoon, I guess. Also can sort of take hits from Garchomp. I threw Spadef in there just because if I didn't, I got destroyed by Garchomp. It's fine. So, yeah, I just had to watch out for that. Didn't have rocks, which is a bit unfortunate, but I just couldn't afford them. I needed all my moves. Didn't want to get into like a 1v1 scenario with Halucha, and then just be able to set up me as I can do nothing to it, so yeah. Next up is this fun set. Oh wait, shit, I probably shouldn't show this off because I might use it later, but it's fine. So I got a Firium Z, Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Flamethrower, HP Ice. Because honestly, if Houndoom is weakened, this thing can just sweep straight up. Nothing too complicated. At +1, it outspeeds, something. Oh, wait, no, I just outspeed. I lied. Right now I'm just outspeeding Scizor. Because Scizor hits 251. Yeah. So honestly, like, I don't know, this thing can just destroy his team if I play it right. So that's always nice. Next up is a Banded Dragonite. I originally had Starmie in this slot. And I was like, okay, I want Starmie as a check to, Finny. And I was going to bring this crazy Psych Up Psyshock set. Where I let Finny set up intentionally on something. And then just switch in Starmie, copy its stat boost and win. But I wasn't manly enough because I wasn't sure if he was going to bring Calm Mind. So I didn't. And then E-Speed, D-Claw, Thunder Punch, and Outrage. Enough speed to outspeed a slightly speed creeping Finny. My main plan here is bring it out, make it obvious that I'm going to go for a Dragon-type attack or E-Speed or something. And then not. And click Thunder Punch to catch Finny on the switch. And also it's just good at breaking his team. Like, if the Reuniclus is like a threat late, I can just destroy it with Outrage. Do stuff like that. And then lastly, I got my defensive rock setting Miltank. Just kidding. We're running Banded Miltank this week. Because I'm like, okay, he's going to see Miltank as setup fodder. Or as something to bring, like, a defensive on and get up rocks, whatever. So I'm just going to be like, yeah, no, and just band it. And then return Stealth Rock, Fire Punch, Ice Punch. Should be pretty obvious what all that is for. I run Scrappy, which probably was a mistake. But, like, my thought process is, if I'm in 1v1 against the Houndoom, which is the only thing that will run a Fire Ice move, he's not clicking Fire Blast. He's clicking Dark Pulse. There's no way he'd think I'd be Scrappy. So, yeah. I'm feeling semi-confident about this team. It's scary, though. This is a scary match. So, we get into the game. And we see that he brought pretty much what I expected. He didn't have the Scizor, which is nice, but Scizor didn't really do much. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So Owly could have been a threat, but like not really. So, I lead Zoroark, make the nice play. And he leads Seismitoad, and he switched out, probably scouting for HP Ice, or predicting the double switch. And I just go for a Nasty Plot, just get set up. And here's a pretty bad play, because it's so obvious he's going to switch. He has 3 Dark Resists. Like, I should just go for Sludge Bomb here, but I don't. And if I did, I honestly could have just, like, won the game right there. That would have been such a huge momentum shifter. But I didn't. It's fine. I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. It does about 60% to the Hawlucha. And then I'm like, okay, great. Now he Acrobats me or High Jump Kicks. I live, but no, he Drain Punches. So that's a bit annoying. I live on my Sash, but I don't end up killing him with the Sludge Bomb. But I take him pretty low. He kills me next turn. That's nice, because what that did was it forced him to either sack off his Hawlucha, or at the very least make it use up its Unburden. And then I can just switch in Dragonite, get off an E-Speed, and kill it. So yeah, turn 1, big threat down, or turn 6. And then he goes to this. I gotta go out into my Miltank, as he just goes for an Icy Wind, which is an interesting play. And here's a big play. Go for a return, and it does 88% with a crit, which is huge. He spent about 2 minutes thinking here what to do. This crit, sorry about that, by the way, but, like, it completely changed the momentum of the game, because now this isn't really a good switch into my threats anymore. So, he had to think, does he sack it off, or does he switch into something else, or what? So, he ended up saying and attacking it off, which was huge, because that just lets my main Nectar sort of do whatever it wants, because I have HP Ice and HP Grass. And I go for another return here. I get a crit. This one looks bad, but it didn't matter quite as much, just because everything on my team could still kill it with their moves. So it didn't like put it into any crucial range or anything, but it might have forced him to play a bit differently. I don't know. So he kills me off with the Declaw. I just go in here, go for an HP Ice. He makes a good play, preserving his Chomp. But honestly, I'm feeling confident about the rest of my game. I predict him to go for a Focus Blast and go into Dragonite, which works out. And then here's the big play. Big boy plays. So I go through with my game plan of going for a Thunder Punch, and he ends up switching into the Finny. That's a pretty mid-roll, 77%. Barely doesn't kill it, but it puts him in a low range where anything left can, like, blow on it to kill it. And then I double out into Hippo, because Hippo is sort of, kinda, my Reuniclus counter. And he probably thinks I'm going to set up rocks at some point. So I don't know, he's getting damage off on me. And then he's Regenerator, as I've noticed. So right here, he probably expects me... He either expects me to go for a Slack Off or to set up rocks or something, because I know he's going to switch to preserve it, because it's the only way he can stop my Manectric from just winning. So he switches out, but I just EQ, kill off the Finny. So that's nice. Big threat down. And then he goes into the Chomp. And he goes for a Z move. Does a lot of damage, but I live it on 1 HP, which was huge. Take down the Chomp, and from here, just smooth sailing. You know? Can just let this thing kill me. As long as I don't choke, the game's over. So from here, just gotta go into Manectric. Thunderbolt a couple times. Maybe E-Speed a couple times with Dragonite, and the game's over. Yeah. He goes for Dark Pulse, and then he makes a good play trying to get as much Regenerator as possible to maybe make it a better score for him. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he should predict me to double. I don't know, something. But yeah, from here it's just pretty much game. As I send a Dragonite, Outrage, and get my third 2-0 win in a row. So that was a great game, Narth. Sorry about the hacks. That was unfortunate. But the one on Seismitoad is bad. The one on Garchomp wasn't as bad just because of the situation. But yeah. And that was fun. Next week, I play Ian, I think. It's a tough game. He has dual flinchers. But it should be fun. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm doing way better than I thought I would. I already have the same record, a better record, I don't know, the same amount of wins as I did last time I was in Kakuna. So that's fun. But yeah. I'm out. Professional. Stop recording.